What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. I think we're gonna have a good show today, man, because these games, I think these games gonna be it's a lot of storylines with these games. You know what I mean? And a lot to break down as far as talking about the game and everything. So we can just get right into it. That first game, who's the first? The first game is the Eagles and the Commanders, right?
Right.
And like I like the storylines with these two games. I mean, with this game right here. But so first of all, what y'all think? Do y'all think like what's the do? Jayden Daniels. Do y'all think today is going to be the end of his rookie season, his run, his Cinderella story?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on him, as being a rookie quarterback. And I mean, it's a big stage to be on. The whole city rooting for him. So, it's just, I think he can pull it through from what I've been seeing this season. But it's still, man, that's a lot for a young man. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of pressure for him, definitely.
But he's definitely shown that he can handle the pressure. I mean, he's been ice cold. I would have thought just getting into the playoffs would have been a lot of pressure on him, and he's acting like it's just another backyard game.
Yeah.
So I've been impressed with his ability to be so mature being a rookie. You just don't see that. He's done all sorts of things this year that you just don't expect a rookie to do, and he's done it. So I definitely think he's got a boxer's chance.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make it past this round, I don't think it's going to be a result of him playing poorly. He's got a lot of belief in himself. It's just up to the Washington Commanders. Can they handle, Philly? Can they stop Saquon? That kind of thing. That's going to make it, to me, that's going to determine it.
I think the pressure's on Quinn.
The
head coach. Yeah. I mean, I think not that he's going to lose his job or anything. I just think he's probably feeling the pressure more than Daniels.
You see, I think Washington is playing from the best position out of any team left.
Exactly.
They playing free. They've already overachieved. So they playing with house money. They can, you know what I mean, just go out and be free, loose, and just play.
Yeah, but what I think what I'm trying to get at is Dan Quinn is so close, right? He can taste it. He wants it.
Yeah. Didn't he? Wasn't he in Atlanta when they
I think
when they lost to Brady in the fourth quarter?
When that huge comeback.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, let me let y'all listen to this message coming from the Commanders directed towards like the Eagles as far as like their intentions with Jalen Hurts.
Full practice and Thursday's practice after limited work on Wednesday. Hurts injured.
Can you hear it?
During last Sunday's win over the Rams, never came out of that game. Now, Commanders defensive coordinator Joe Witt had this to say about defending a banged-up Hurts.
He's going to run the ball. If the coordinator makes a decision,
I heard this.
On the ball, we're going to treat him like a running back, and we're going to hit that way. So that's their decision if they want to get him hit the way that he gets hit. If they don't, they'll keep him in the pocket.
Okay, I need to give a.
So what do y'all think? Because remember, keep in mind, right? His leg, he got a bum knee,
and he's what is he 3-4 weeks out from a concussion?
That part too.
Yeah. So just like we spoke yesterday, right? And we said that if they sell out on the run and make turn them into a one-dimensional team, that gives them a better chance. You know what I mean? That gives them a better chance.
Yeah, that's if they can. That's if they can make them one-dimensional. I know I know a lot of teams, this is the approach, we want to stop the run, but sometimes you run into a team that even when you stop the box, load the box, and sell out to it, you just can't stop. Like Philly offensive line is just that good. It's that good. So it's going to be hard to stop it, but I think with that message, man, he's just playing psychological games. And they also send the message that they don't think Jalen can throw. And it's psychological to me, in my opinion, because think about this. If he does run, all he's got to do is slide.
Yes.
And they can't hit him no more.
Yeah.
Right.
But will he have enough speed to get away from them big linebacker guys though, the linemen? You know what I mean?
See today. We'll have to see today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's interesting though. Talking about we're gonna hit him like a running back. Yeah, you won't if he slide.
Right.
Oh, let me play a little.
Best friend.
That's my brother, and Cam Newton knows this better than anybody. His daddy is Joe Witt Sr., Auburn guy, and so he knows that the Witts don't play. Yeah, so absolutely.
Stephen, what was your reaction to that sound?
I loved it. I never met the man I want to meet. I loved it. You know what he did?
Well, we can make that happen.
Because you see, here's the deal, y'all. And again, Cam, RC, y'all know this a gazillion times better than me. Football is not just physical, it's psychological, it's mental. What you did was, this is because Jalen Hurts is a stud. He's a stud athlete. He ain't scared or anything like that. But you do want to give somebody cause to pause if you can actually make that happen. You want to let them know, we coming for you. You better stay in that damn pocket. You want to be protected. You step out of that pocket, we going to treat you like a running back. We going to hit you like a running back. Remember that page fell last week? Remember this boy, how you got concussed when you showed up at FedEx near the nation's capital? We beat y'all because you had to get out of the game. Remember that? He's reminding you of the possibilities, the detrimental.
Yeah, so look, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's a part of it too. Like, really to get inside of Jalen Hurts' in his head and have him to think about that. And just to get him one more thing to worry about.
Yeah, well, like I say, if he's anything like his personality suggests, I don't think Jalen is too rattled in terms of that. I mean, you know what I mean? Because every time you take off and run, there's a chance that you're gonna get your bell rung, or you can get injured and stuff. So at this point, once you make it to this level, and you're talking about a quarterback that's won an NFC championship game, a quarterback that went to the Super Bowl, that's been in the bigger moments. And then when they lost the Super Bowl, he played exceptionally well. They lost at the end. I think, they lost by 3 or something. I can't remember the score of that game. So I don't know if that's going to it's a good attempt, but I don't know if it's really going to work. I'm saying for Jayden, the only thing that's going to hamper Jayden is if he's really not mobile. If he's lost his mobility, then that'll play a factor. But these mind games, it's a good try. But I'm not sure if it's going to work.
Well, I'm not suggesting that it's just going to be like a mind game, and then that's going to be the end of their strategy. I mean, they're going to implement some, they're going to act on their, there's going to be some action.
And all they're going to do, and then that's going to cause penalties, and that's going to be undisciplined play, because once the quarterback slide, like if you're out there trying to hurt that guy or hit that guy vicious, now you're raising the antennas of the officials as well, because they heard that message too. This league protects the quarterback.
I think Redskins. I think the Commanders just need to get them off the line. That's where I think. I don't even think that their agenda is going to be for Jalen to even run, knowing that he could suffer a severe injury behind it. I think, like you said, Clayton, they do have one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League. So for the Commanders, objective should be to blitz him right off the line and get him in that pocket, because it won't be long for them to be able to see his mobility, whether or not he can be able to evade or elude anybody. So that's the agenda I think they should do. Not even worrying about him scrambling, just get him out, get him in the pocket.
Yeah. So
frustrate
if they keep him in the pocket, that's to their advantage.
Yes, to frustrate him in that pocket.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say that if it comes down to them blitzing him, them trying to keep him in the pocket, them becoming a passing team, the Commanders gonna win. Because the only way they win this game if Saquon don't go off. That's it. If Saquon is going off, none of that's gonna come into play. None of it.
Right. Right.
So that's gonna be a good sign for the Commanders. If that's what's happening, that's in the Commanders' favor.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what you got to do is disrupt. Once you get in there and disrupt things, you ain't giving them time to even get the plays off.
Yeah.
So
down the field.
How much confidence do y'all have in the Commanders' defense then? What y'all like? How much y'all think they'll be able to stop or contain? You know what I mean? This offense, or even like
I'm pretty
slow
sure
down Saquon. What you say, Corey?
I'm pretty sure they didn't watch plenty of film on what Saquon can do. And it's just gonna be a physical. I think it's gonna be a physical battle. That's all it's gonna be. It's just gonna be helmet to helmet. And the Commanders just gotta they just gotta stay diligent in it. Just don't let off the pressure.
Yeah.
Apply as much pressure as possible.
Well, I don't have much confidence in them being able to stop Philly run game because when Jalen didn't play and Kenny Pickett was the quarterback, they already was one dimension. You already going in knowing they're gonna lean heavy on Saquon, and they still didn't stop him. So I don't know if they can stop Saquon. And the key is gonna come down to turnovers, in my opinion. Like the last game, Kenny gave them one, and the Commanders beat them by 3, I think. So I think it's going to come down to that, but I don't have no faith they can stop Saquon in that offensive line. I don't have none.
Yeah.
But I'll be surprised. I'm not counting them out. I'd be surprised if they do it, but no.
If it's a track meet, they've got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to your point, Clayton, that requires them not to give up the ball.
Yeah.
No turnovers. You got to play mistake free. If you're in a boat race with a high scoring running offense that can throw in some balls to Smith and Brown, you gotta be perfect on offense on your side.
So with that being said, what are y'all expecting like from Jayden Daniels then? Like how much success do y'all think he'll be able to have against the Philly defense? Not just him, but their offense.
I think he's going to play pretty well. The question is going to be how many possessions he get. Like I said, the kid is poised. The kid has unbelievable faith. He believes in himself. He believes in his high power. He just has so much faith. This is why big moments don't rattle him, because he's okay with the outcome he trusts. So he's going to play well. I believe he's going to play well. It's just a matter of how many possessions will he get?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now, do y'all agree with Colin Cowherd said that this, in his opinion, is the greatest quarterback rookie season that he's ever seen? What y'all think about that? You don't agree, Corey?
I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Huh?
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah. I mean, who can you point out though that had a greater rookie season as a quarterback? I mean,
I can't say that I saw one. I don't believe.
Yeah,
Not unless Dan Marino, was that his rookie year when he went?
No, like yesterday we said his second year they went to the Super Bowl.
Or was that actual?
I'm not sure. I think Dan Marino did have an immediate impact as a quarterback. Now they didn't go to the Super Bowl. He did have an immediate impact as a quarterback when he hit Miami. They didn't go to the Super Bowl that first year though.
Yeah,
that's where
83 was his rookie year, and 84 was when he went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I was stuck at with Dan Marino. That's where I was going to go with Dan Marino. But he did it the following year.
Yeah, you're right. And in 83, he only played 11 games, so he didn't even play the full season. So I don't know if he even started. I don't know. But yeah, I can't think of a better rookie. I can't think of a better rookie season ever than what this kid is doing. But I do have to consider the competition, the rule changes, how much defense being played. Because, you know, some of those other guys as rookies may have been playing really well per how the league was structured and how hard it was. You know, so I'm not to take anything away from Jayden, but this is an easier game now. You can run across the middle of the field. No receiver is worried about getting hit like that anymore. And, you know, the middle of the field is wide open nowadays. So, but yeah, it's still remarkable, though. It's still remarkable. Yeah.
Now, what about the running game for the Commanders, though?
Yeah, I'm not impressed with it.
You're not impressed?
It's serviceable. It's serviceable.
Yeah.
It's serviceable. Yeah, I don't know. That's why Jayden legs are so important because he runs.
Yeah,
right. You know, he does those design runs and stuff. He helps the running game out a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that's much like Lamar did with the Ravens. Like he helped their running game out a lot, but because you know he's that extra threat, somebody that the defense have to account for. So that right there, and I think the fact that they can run with Jayden Daniels and they have a decent running back, I think that will allow Washington to stay on the field a little bit longer, and maybe hopefully for them they can wear Philly's defense down. You know what I mean? And like Jim said, if it's a shootout, I think if it's a shootout, I like the fact that they, you know what I mean, they'll be able to keep it close and it'll give them a chance. But if you know if their defense can't hold Saquon, it's gonna be a long afternoon for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
might even be a blowout if they can't hold Saquon.
Yeah.
I hate to see that, but if they can't stop those long runs and him gashing them, they might wind up getting blown out.
So I was checking out some stats, right? And they give they give Washington a 15% chance of going all the way to the Super Bowl. Right. And they give Philly a 32% chance of going all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. How long ago was those percentages set? Like, what is that from? Is that now, present time?
Yeah, that's present time. Considering the 4 teams that are still in it, that's with the 4 teams that's still in it. Washington, Philly, Buffalo, Kansas City. So they give Philly a 32% chance and Washington a 15% chance. But and look, so the last time when I said that Washington was going to beat, I said Washington was going to beat the Lions, right? Detroit. Everybody wanted to have me drug tested, but now I'm thinking I think Washington can pull this off. Number one, I think because the fact that they beat them before, they're not really they're not really intimidated by them. They've seen them before, they know them, and I think they playing with house money. I think it's pressure on Philly. You know what I mean? I think it's pressure. It's a lot of pressure on Philly to get this thing done. So maybe they're gonna play tight, at least in the beginning.
I mean, absolutely, because I mean, if you can recall back when Donovan McNabb was, trying to knock on that door. Jalen Hurts don't want to fall under that same umbrella. It would be unfortunate, that he did lose to a rookie, and then you gotta have that great cloud over your head for another whole season. So, but this is gonna be a good one, man. This is gonna be a test of who definitely really won it. But I just can't fix my lips to say Philadelphia Eagles. I just can't do it. I'm gonna go with the Commanders on this.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders too. I think the Commanders gonna get it done. I think they're gonna get it done.
It's like the Cinderella story, man. Like, this boy got he got just so much. Like, I mean, he's definitely he's poised, man. Like,
very much so.
And Jim said it. Like, he's just like, it's like he's been there before. It seems like this, like it's not his first season. He don't look like a rookie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll say this: if there's ever a league or a conference that gets players ready for the NFL, it's the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a success at LSU,
yes,
you are going to be ready.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still surprised that the level that he's performed at is rookie. But yeah, the SEC is a factory. Even in post portal, they still have the ability to get players ready and know what those players are going to need to get to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So did he started out? Jayden Daniels started out at Arizona State, right? I think.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, he started out. I think he started out at Arizona State. Then he went to LSU. I think he played at LSU for 1 year.
I just know he graduated from LSU.
Yeah, I think he started out at Arizona State because it was a big deal when he left. Like some of his teammates was, kind of throwing jabs at him when he left the college.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Arizona State. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Arizona State 2019 through 2021, and then LSU 2022 through 2023.
Yeah.
2 years. Wow.
So, and I think his father played college football too. Was a pretty good athlete. But yeah, man, I'm looking for a good game though. I think, like I said, I think they got a little bit more than a puncher's chance. I think that I think Philly is really taking them. They're not looking past them at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Not at all. I think.
I don't think the NFC Championship game. I don't even think you can look past it. You know what I mean? This is it.
Right.
So if you're not laser focused for this game, like, what are you looking past them to? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yeah, that's tough. But we will see. Like I said, I don't think it's going to just come down to him. It's just about the whole team at this point. And if I look at it, defense, I give Philly got the #1 defense in football. Philly got the #1 offensive line in football. They got the best rushing game in football. I mean, you look at these things. That's why I got to lean toward Philly. You know.
So you leaning toward Philly. Jim, Jim, you didn't say who you got, Jim.
So I'm going to help. I'm going to help you guys out, and I'm going to go with Philadelphia, because every time I go against the Commanders, they win.
They win.
I'm helping you out. I'm agreeing with Clayton that the #1 offensive line is going to do the job. So I say I'm going to say Eagles by at least 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think they and so that game today starts like at what, about 3:30, something like that?
3 o'clock start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Jayden Daniels, who's possibly he in a position to make history as a rookie. And then in that second game, we got Buffalo, Kansas City, and we have Patrick Mahomes, who's chasing greatness, right? And so with Patrick Mahomes and in that game, who do y'all think the pressure's on? Is the pressure on Kansas City or is it on Buffalo?
Buffalo.
I think it's equal. But go ahead, Corey. I'm sorry. Yeah, you go ahead, express yourself.
I mean, I just think, you know what I mean, like that this is his arch nemesis. I mean, for Josh Allen, he want to get past that. Like beating Patrick Mahomes for him, that's a big accomplishment that he can make, that he could chalk that one off his list.
Yeah.
I mean, just to constantly keep this matchup and getting here and losing to him, I think the pressure is more like, on him to accomplish this, because Patrick Mahomes has been knocking on the door. I mean, look, he's on his way to a 3-peat.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff is unheard of. So it's like David and Goliath. Like, you knocking off Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh Allen,
So
this
so the
this
pressure
is
on
this
him.
would be right. This will definitely be, a statement for him. He beat Lamar Jackson. Then you come at the Patrick Mahomes, you beat him. Like, yeah, man.
I don't know how much Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes actually feel the pressure, but I think I would agree with Corey. Externally there is more pressure going to be put on Josh Allen because of the record, right? He's 4-1 against Pat in the regular season, but 0-3 in the playoffs. And all the media and all the fans are going to build the pressure on him, whether he feels it or not. I don't know, but I think, and I mean, back to the original topic there. These are pros these are men that are so competitive and focused. I don't think they feel the pressure. I think they're going to be prepared and focused. There won't be very many doubts in their mind. But externally, I think the pressure's definitely building up on the Bills compared to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I tend to think that pressure comes from within. Like, I understand your point, Jim. External pressure, meaning the talking heads in the media, the narrative, and things of this nature. But it comes from within. So it's going to come down to what matters most to each individual. So I don't know how much weight and how much stake Patrick is putting into this 3-peat thing. And I feel strongly that Josh is putting a whole lot of stake into winning and getting to the Super Bowl and winning his first one. But they could be as equal in each other's, desires. So with that being said, I would think that depending on how they view it, it might be just equal pressure that they're putting on themselves because they both want what they want so bad. You know what I mean? It's hard to say. But as far as Patrick, you made a statement, Mike, that he's chasing greatness. He's already great. I think he's chasing immortality. Next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because this 3-peat, that puts him somewhere no one is,
Right.
Yeah. Except the early days, maybe when Vince Lombardi and them did it before they were Super Bowls. Because I think Vince Lombardi and Bart Starr, they may have won 3 championships in a row. But other than that, no one's ever been here, So he's already great,
Right. He's already great. Absolutely.
Yeah. So like now, if Kansas City 3-peat, right? Does that make him like the GOAT? Then does that make?
I'll let them answer. Yeah.
I mean, like Clayton said, he's immortal. So I mean, you can't argue that he's not the GOAT.
Yeah,
you can't argue that. I mean, he's somewhere that other quarterbacks have never been.
Yeah.
You're going to be comparing him, then other quarterbacks under him are going to have to be compared to his stature. So
I mean, I think I get the fact that all right, he 3-peated, right? If they win, he 3-peated. But I still can't put him right now in front of Tom Brady. We just can't do it.
Well, when Tom Brady was in the middle of his historic career, people were making those same comparisons. Is he greater than Joe Montana? And they were having those conversations, and those kind of stopped once he surpassed Joe Montana in the number of Super Bowls that he's won and the number, just the longevity and the high level of success.
Right.
And I think now we're in the middle of Pat's, Hall of Fame career, and we're having those same kind of conversations. We're making the comparisons to the guy that just was insanely good. And if he does this thing that no other team or quarterback-led team has ever done, I think that in history will be the thing that then puts him ahead of Tom Brady in the masses.
All right. So with less Super Bowl rings, but a three-peat, that's enough to get him over top of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
So.
And I want to say too, you know, Kansas City, the organization, you know, like this is like they're treading waters that they never tread before from an organization standpoint.
Mhm.
So he's uplifting the Kansas City to a whole nother level from a franchise, not like, you know, the Steel Curtain, you know, the Minnesota Vikings, Pittsburgh Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys. Like now he's putting the franchise up in the rafters as well, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like it would definitely set him to be the standard of the GOAT.
Mm.
Because he carried the whole organization and everything in the franchise on his back and put them in the rafters where, you know, some of the other greats have fell off at trying to get to this point. The three-peat is just in football, that's just like it's unheard of.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So all right. So if Patrick Mahomes goes ahead of Tom Brady, then does Andy Reid go ahead of Bill Belichick?
That's why I said the whole franchise, you know, the Kansas City Chiefs, period. Because, I mean, yeah, because he was a part of it.
Yeah.
All 3 championships, his name is signed off on that as his coach. It's the head coach. So Andy Reid, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
know.
In my mind, I don't know that he goes ahead, but he's absolutely on the same plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, I don't understand how you can separate the two then. You know what I mean? Like if I don't understand how you can separate.
But the thing is, a three-peat. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Belichick is great, but you know, from what he achieved in his time.
Mm-hmm.
But to get the 3 Super Bowls, man, that set you apart.
Yeah.
We ain't in the same conversation. We not. You know what I mean? We just not. We my level to where you are. Yeah, Andy Reid is in the rafters. He won 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
See, and for me, like it's the way a person played a position is the metric I choose to look at who did it the best, not how much team success. But when you look at coaches, it comes down to team success. You know what I'm saying? It's X's and O's, especially in the salary cap era. When you got these salary caps, it's hard to keep players. You know,
Yes,
it's always revolving door. And what Belichick and New England did in the salary cap era is crazy, you know, because, you know, it's always turnover. And Andy Reid, you know, he again, until Patrick got inserted, he just never saw Super Bowl success. Now, Belichick, some say that about Brady, but Belichick's seen Super Bowl success as a defensive coordinator. He was driving those Super Bowls with Bill Parcells. So I just give him the edge over Andy, even if Andy get this three-peat. But when it comes down to Patrick and Tom, it's just who plays the position better. And like I said yesterday, I just believe nobody has ever played this position like Patrick, the decision making, the ability, the reading the defenses, the manipulating the blitzes, the switching hands, the throwing off schedule. I mean, he just does so much. His skill set is so vast. So it's not saying Tom ain't great. He just can't do. He's not as talented as Patrick.
I mean, like by that metric, then some people would say Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like Aaron Rodgers played the game differently.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the most talented quarterbacks that's ever played as well. He is. But he's not better than Patrick Mahomes.
What about, so would you put Aaron Rodgers in front of Tom Brady then?
Talent-wise, yes, but not talent-wise.
Yeah.
He has greater talent. I would put Lamar's talent over Tom Brady's.
Yeah.
Even though Tom Brady is a better quarterback, he throws from the pocket better, but Lamar's talent is just unheard of.
Yeah, but I mean that talent is not translating into Super Bowls like what?
Because Super Bowls come down to team.
Right,
you have to put all the right things in place along with this talent.
You put Lamar with Belichick, and you probably would get the championships.
I don't know.
I mean, if you can figure out a way, and the Ravens have been doing it, you figure out a way to keep Lamar out of his danger zones and keep the offense, call the offense in a way that his talent can flourish. This is how you do it, you know?
And this is going back to the 3-peat. This is why it's so crazy, because there are so many different factors that are involved in being able to reach the mountaintop. And the variables that you can control are limited. And there's just so many things that are out of your control. You could try to mitigate some of those, but the fact that if you just get to the Super Bowl, you have to have the right ingredients, but then some things have to just fall your way. And to do it three times
in a row.
To Corey's point, you've got something special in it, and it's not just because things are falling your way. It's because you've got so many of those ingredients, and you've found a way to manage so many variables. And
every team.
And it becomes easier to do some of that if the guy that you have on offense has an elite football IQ, elite physical ability, and the game slows down for him so much. When you watch Patrick play, it's almost like he's playing at a faster level than the other guys. And I don't mean from like a running speed.
No, the way he's processing.
Yes, the way he processes it.
Yes.
This kind of goes back to everyone's criticism of why the refs are in the Chiefs' pocket. I think part of the reason why they get so many good or so many calls go their way at important parts of the game, it's because Pat knows how to manipulate. He knows what the rules are, and he can manipulate those rules and put himself in a situation where as he slows the game down, he's pulling up and staying in bounds just long enough for the guy to come in and feel like he can hit him, but then step out of bounds and get the hit out of bounds, right?
And I agree with you.
Yeah, and because he knows. I mean, look, there's the two biggest quarterbacks that know how to do that are playing in the game later tonight. I mean, we got the two biggest floppers. Pat being number one and Josh being number two.
I don't know, Jim. I don't know if Josh is a flopper. Josh run your ass over.
Yeah, but he knows the rules too, and he's got his fair share of.
Okay.
This is Vlade Divac and Manu Ginobili, man. That's the way I look at it. But these guys, the game slows down for Pat.
Yes,
and he can make those decisions quicker than anybody. Whether it's when to throw the ball, and when to do it in the right situation. But you pair that with the physical attributes as well.
Yes,
and being able to throw.
Yes, he's so
angles. Yes, in all situations. Man,
and the different arm angles, angles you throw at.
Angles, that's
right.
Amazing,
and Mike, think about this. We was talking about this yesterday with Brady and whatever. That pass to Kelsey, he's getting pulled down.
Right.
Brady doesn't make that throw. He can't make that throw.
No.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean by the talent.
Yeah, but my point is Brady
tight window too.
Yeah,
Brady by three guys, and he makes that throw.
But Brady found another way, his way of being successful. Like that play was necessary for, you know what I mean, and for him to throw it at that angle, that was exceptional. It was necessary. That was the only way he could get that ball off, right? But Brady, that's not to say that Brady wouldn't have found his way of winning and being successful in that situation too.
Brady would have got sacked in that situation. What made Brady so effective was his offensive coordinator always had timing plays that helped Brady get the ball out of his hand quick. 3-stop drop, foot plant, ball out.
Well,
And Brady was real cerebral. He did great film study. He understood what you was in, and he knew where to go with the football. He was exceptional at that. And he was a competitor. But in that situation, he's getting sacked.
Right. Peyton Manning was the same way.
Same way. Yeah.
Quick releases. Get the ball out real because he couldn't scramble. He couldn't run.
Yeah. Yes. And if you go back and look at a highlight reel of Tom Brady's passes over the years and stuff, most times he's throwing to runners running wide open and free. That is a credit to the offensive coordinator. They've had extremely great coaching over the years for Brady. Now, Brady developed his mind and studied, and he started contributing to the game plan from his understanding of the game. He did start contributing, but I'm just saying a lot of that stuff, man, was timing, was play design, and all that kind of stuff. New England was a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like Joe Montana, he had a well-oiled machine.
That's true. Yeah, I just still can't put Patrick Mahomes even not right now.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I think I get that because look, Pat's not done, and if tomorrow's not promised to anybody. If Pat finishes and loses the Super Bowl or doesn't even make it to the Super Bowl, and next year, something happens, he starts to fall off. Yeah, I get that, and I think that until you're done and until you can stack up all the accolades, but his trajectory is where he is right now. I think he's going to surpass.
Yeah, I don't doubt that he stand a good chance of getting past Tom Brady. I think because what did Tom Brady go like 7 years one time without a Super Bowl? He won a few, and then like 7 years later or something, they finally made it back to the Super Bowl. So
yeah, there was a big stretch there, and he lost that one. He lost the one to the Giants, and then did he lose
to the Giants?
Two to the Giants. Yeah.
That was Eli.
The book of Eli.
But that was great. That was a great defensive scheme that Spagnolia schemed up. Mm-hmm. They was blitzing Brady. They sacked Brady I don't know how many times in that game. Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? He if you get to him and you move him off his spot, that was his kryptonite.
Yeah.
You can't do that to Pat.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
I've already seen it.
There was 7 Super Bowl rings that say that they didn't get to him. They didn't move him off his spot. That's 7.
Well, but when they were successful, they moved him off his spot. That was his kryptonite. But for Mahomes, you move him off his spot. He's moving off his spot and throwing the ball and throwing it cross body and doing all. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't need the rings to show me who plays the quarterback the best, So as far as surpassing him in Super Bowl rings, I'm not sure if Pat will ever do that.
Yeah, he got more work to do in my
He don't have to do that to me.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he had to either. And if he achieved the 3-peat, he don't have to have the 7. The 3-peat sets him apart.
What did Tom Brady go to? How many Super Bowls? 10. I know they lost to was it 10? I know they lost twice to the Giants, and I think they lost another Super Bowl to somebody else.
Yeah, but all that's but that's all a credit to New England, man. You keep making that be about Tom.
But I'm not even speaking on New England as a whole, because if New England don't have a good quarterback, they don't go to 10 Super Bowls. Like, who else went to 10 Super Bowls?
But you can have a great quarterback and not go either.
Well, my point is, even when you have a great defense and you don't have the right quarterback, the same situation with when Tom Brady went to when he went to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay had some other pieces, and Tom Brady was that piece that got them over the top.
No, so Tom Brady came, but Tom Brady
over the top.
Tom Brady came to an all-star team and they added more all-stars. Dominic and Sue, they added Gronkowski, they added, and so they brought all this stuff too. So don't make it seem like that team failed only because like he came and all of a sudden he went to Tampa because they was loaded.
Right. Well, I agree.
Well, what happened when he left though? Was they still loaded when he left?
But they lost a lot of players too. Gronk retired. They lost a lot of the stars too.
And you talking about
Antonio Brown imploded. I mean,
you talking about a 65-year-old Gronk. Gronk was on his last legs when he was.
Gronk was still effective, man. That's just like looking at Kelsey right now. He ain't young and sprung, but the mental game, the game slow. You know how to manipulate the game. Gronk was one of the greatest tight ends ever to play.
And he came back and won with Brady in Tampa Bay.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
The one loss that we couldn't think of was the Eagles. When the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles.
So this guy won 7 out of 10 Super Bowls, man. I think that's GOAT status, Jack. I mean, LeBron won how many championships LeBron won? 4 out of 10, and they got him in the GOAT conversation with 4 out of 10.
But that's just conversation, Mike.
That's just conversation, Mike.
Yeah, that's all it is, Mike.
I'm saying they got him in there.
Don't feed into it, Mike. Huh? Don't feed into it, Mike.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Yeah, but I just think
so you're right. LeBron is a great example. They got him in the conversation, but you don't have him there. You don't care nothing about the championships.
Nah.
You know he ain't better than Mike, right?
Yeah, and I'm not just basing that on his you know what I mean? Like I'm basing that on like the game that I watch him play, not just his rings, but I'm watching, you know, the things that he do at both ends of the court. And, and that right there, just in my opinion, just disqualify him from that conversation.
Exactly.
You know, not just the rings. Now if LeBron had 6 rings, 6 out of 10 rings or something like that, that would make a stronger case for him though, in some people's opinion anyway.
Yeah, some people, you know, the media, that's what they want to do, man. Like I said before, and this is no offense to anybody out there watching this, but statistics is a measure of it's a result thing. It's like what was accumulated, the production. And they've used statistics to put some people in categories with other athletes that they don't belong in that conversation.
Yeah.
A lot of times statistics was a way to celebrate the white athlete more so than the black athlete that was so phenomenal. You understand what I'm saying? I don't buy into that statistics. I just watch how they play. You know, Larry Bird, it took me a while to see how great he was, but some of that was statistics keeping him. Like Bill Walton. They've used a NBA championship and stuff like that to have him one of the greatest centers. Yeah. But Bill Walton couldn't carry Akeem, Olajuwon, Kareem. He couldn't carry that jockstrap, to be honest.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff is for the media to be able to celebrate certain individuals and create a mindset and to convince the public of greatness or someone's greatness. But you know, I just can see for myself, you know, and I don't think that, like I say, me personally, man, I've never seen anybody play that position like Pat Mahomes. I mean, that's just what it is for me. Yeah. Tom Brady is great, but he just don't have the skill set that this kid got. That's all.
What about now? Do you think is and some people comparing what Mahomes is doing to like being like Jordan-esque, right? When Jordan kept people from getting rings, you know, and so that's why I think Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, they desperately want to get a ring during this era, and it's important for them to get a ring because that will give him Patrick Mahomes that Jordan type of aura. You know what I mean? Like he keeping people from getting rings.
And I mean, I'm gonna just say it's good for the sport. The competitiveness is good for the sport.
Mm-hmm. So it's good that makes everybody Allen wins.
Right.
I'll say this.
It would be.
I'll say this: if
Good morning.
If the Bills don't win today, it's not because of necessarily Pat Mahomes. It's Spags and the defense.
Yes. Yes.
And the media and the narrative will be, and it always is, just because that's the way the media does it, is going to be quarterback against quarterback. But you look at how the Chiefs defense have pulled victory out of the jaws of defeat, and special teams too, right? Mm-hmm. And they've got high IQ guys, and they've got a system that knows how to kind of get the offense in tough situations. Mm-hmm. And you got guys that are not superstars, but you hear their name a lot. Chris Jones is definitely a superstar, but that George Karlaftis, his name keeps coming up. Mm-hmm. And he's just a role player. And I mean, even on special teams, he's had 2 big field goal blocks that have been super impactful.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. He did it against Denver, and then he did it last week against the Texans. Yep.
And so I'm my thing is, if the Bills don't get over, it's not because of Pat Mahomes. It's because the defense rose to the challenge, and Spags put him in a.
They say defense wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this, Jim. I agree with you, but if it comes down to like it did a few years ago, when Josh went down and scored, when the Bills offense went down and scored, and they left only a few seconds left, and everybody thought Bills had it, but then Patrick found a way to get that team down and score. Something like that happens, then it's going to be.
Yeah.
It might be his heroics. Like if he got to break, contain, run out of the pocket, make plays, something like that. Yeah.
I pray that we get that kind of game today, and I don't care who has the ball last.
Yep.
If we've got one of those games, I am so happy.
Yep.
So how important then, in your opinion, how important is it then for Josh Allen to be able to get past Patrick Mahomes? As far as like his legacy, like this is going to affect his legacy, and you're going to have one guy that's going to have a Jordan-like type career if he don't, you know what I mean? And then the other guy going to be like almost like Charles Barkley. You know what I mean?
It's too early.
Well, I mean, it's
Josh
shaping into
got
that.
Time. Huh?
It's shaping into that, because if Josh Allen cannot get past Patrick Mahomes or him or Lamar, I think it's shaping into that.
I say it's important for the Bills franchise. They got a race. What did they go? 4 years?
4 in a row.
4 in a row. To me, it's more important like that. The Bills franchise.
Stop the
4 times, man, in a row, and couldn't get a chip.
Like stop the bleeding.
Yeah, so I think right now the whole city is pouring into this team. I think the ex-players like the Thurman Thomases and Jim Kelly's and some of these guys, I think it's just so much rally around the Bills franchise as a whole. We got to get this done, as opposed to Josh against Patrick, because I think Josh got time. That's all.
I just think, in my opinion, if that would be even more heartbreaking, that's a lot of pressure. Well, like when he toting that load from those past 4 Super Bowls, that's a lot of pressure. Yeah. And so that would make Patrick Mahomes even look more like just a monster if he stopped this guy with all that coming with all this luggage, and he stopped him at the gate like that. That's just even more. That's hard. That's brutal. You never even seen Mike stop. Mike kept some greats from winning the chip, right? But nobody was coming to the gate with like all this different baggage and you know what I mean, all this tradition and the stuff that they needed this. Although Mike would have reveled in that type of opportunity to stop somebody from doing that. But Patrick Mahomes, he in a position where he can do that to Buffalo and
to the city. But
that is crazy.
Yeah. I will say as much as you guys know, I've been, you know, I'm a fan of Patrick, right? So I want to see the history of them three-peating. But I'm going to say that just because of that in the city and everything, I think they get past. I'm going to predict the Bills getting past the Chiefs today.
You think they're getting past them?
I think this day, yeah, I think the Bills finally get a Super Bowl.
Well, I'm going to say this as a Ravens fan. I don't want to see nobody get past Patrick Mahomes, but
Lamar.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm hoping that the luck for KC continues, you know, at least today, you know, get into the Super Bowl. I want to see Washington make the Super Bowl, and then after that, you know, I want to see this kid Daniels just just imagine though, if you got Washington and Kansas City in the Super Bowl, that's either way you looking at history. You know what I mean? Like history being made, a three-peat or even a rookie. You know, coming in there and just turning the whole city around, not just the franchise, you know, and that organization, but just the whole city, just turning that upside down. So that's gonna be big.
I think the football gods bless the city of Buffalo today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope not. Corey, who you trying to? What Super Bowl would you like to see, Corey?
I mean, Kansas City going.
Yeah.
It ain't no doubt in my mind, Jack. and I believe the Commanders are going to be there. It's just a better storyline.
Yeah.
David and Goliath, like I've been saying, David and Goliath, man. It's just a better, exciting storyline.
Yeah.
The Commanders were like the last 2-3 years, like trash, and then all of a sudden they get the Cinderella story. You know, Daniels come along and then they rebuild. They change ownership. Like that's a lot to make all these pieces to the puzzle connect together.
And then get. No, go ahead. Finish.
No, I'm just saying to get all those ducks lined up.
Yeah.
And then this franchise is right here knocking at the door. And then you going after Patrick Mahomes with the one of the greatest, you know, opportunities to become into the football gods of being a three-peat. Like you can't, like, this is exciting for sports, period.
Yeah.
You know who's pissed is Daniel Snyder.
Snyder, oh yeah.
Yes.
And I couldn't be happier for somebody's angst and discomfort than Daniel Snyder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because the way he ran that organization, he was almost like a frat boy. You know what I mean? Like he was in college somewhere, just doing a whole bunch of nonsense, and basically was, you know, he was more like a frat boy than a NFL.
He fumbled the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good storyline too. They probably won't play too much into that storyline with the Dan Snyder. They probably more so play up like the new ownership, you know, that part. But I don't think that, you know, they won't drag Dan. But
no,
you know, he'll get the message that, you know, like when he got the ball.
A Commander's Super Bowl couldn't happen to a worse guy than Daniel Snyder.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's I'm thinking it's going to be Kansas City and Washington. I like that storyline.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Cinderella story. Yeah. Guy came from nowhere. I mean, and then just to go back on the Commanders, I remember the Doug Williams situation. You know, like you come off the bench, and you know, like when we talk about greatness, you know what I mean? Like he's not being in the discussion of greatness, but to me that was great.
Yeah.
The pressure that he had to take his team. I mean, he was dropping dimes with that ball.
He was dropping dimes.
Yes.
Dropping dimes. You know, and to get to the Super Bowl, like, look how long it's been. And then you come with Daniels now, and to follow the suit with bringing this organization to a championship.
Like I said, that's the story. That's a great storyline. That's
right.
a great storyline, yeah. So yeah. I forgot all about Doug Williams and the road Doug Williams took coming from Grambling, then going to Tampa Bay, and
your quarterback Mark Ripien got hurt, and you come off the bench like he was poised through the whole time. Like you talk about pressure, like So he had faced all the adversities.
Yeah.
Doug Williams he's a part of the Commanders organization too. He's been mentoring Jayden.
Yep. He wore his jersey one game. Yeah.
I remember that era not being kind to Doug Williams.
Not at all.
Just because of the narrative, right?
Right.
And that stereotype that he can't do it.
Right.
And that was such a breakthrough win for the organization and for opening up front office eyes.
Right. He put the team on his back.
Yeah.
So it'd be great. That would be a beautiful story. I'm here for it.
But you don't see it happening that way though.
No, I just think this Buffalo. I just think it's Buffalo time to get one. Man.
The Buffalo storyline, I'm not really. Yeah, and then who else? The Eagles. Yeah, I'm tired of the Eagles. I mean, I don't want to see the Eagles go either. But the Buffalo and the Eagles, I don't want to see them go. Yeah, definitely don't.
Gotcha.
I picked the Eagles because I don't want to see them go.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do think we're gonna get a couple good games today, though. I think we're gonna get some good games. This for all the marbles. Both teams, all the marbles. Josh, I think there's gonna be pressure on Josh Allen. Everybody, really, if you think about it.
Right.
There's only one man ain't feeling no pressure this week. It's two guys ain't feeling no pressure.
Who is that?
Jayden Daniels and Pat Mahomes. Neither one of them is feeling any pressure. Yeah. Pat been there before. He been there so many times.
And Jayden, another game.
It's another game. And Jayden, he just playing football. He doing what he loves, trusting in his God. He's got faith, and he okay with the outcome.
Yeah, so, right. And he wanted to smear that off his legacy because he lost to Patrick. So it's a lot.
Who lost to Patrick?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen. Jalen might be feeling a little pressure. But Jayden and Patrick ain't feeling none. The rookie and the rookie and the GOAT ain't feeling no pressure. Yeah. It's the other two. Yeah.
I should have went with that title then, the rookie and the GOAT.
The rookie and the GOAT. Yeah. So I guess I stand corrected on my previous statement that Josh and Patrick both may be feeling equal pressure. No, I don't think Pat feeling none. Been there too many times. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's definitely going to be some good games. But look, before we get out of here, y'all want to did y'all hear about Anthony? What's the guy named Anthony Davis for the Lakers, asking the Lakers to get more help for them? They saying that he need a center. And Chris Broussard went off on him. Well, everybody's really going off on the Lakers because I think LeBron James is behind this, telling Anthony Davis to tell him we need more help, because anytime LeBron James asks for more help, he get criticized. They're like, "You the GOAT, what you asking for more help for?" And so now Anthony Davis is doing this, asking for more help. He's saying that they need a center, they need a big man, right? But they had a center that wanted to play. What's the guy? Dwight Howard wanted to be there a couple years ago. Then they got rid of JaVale McGee, who was there when they won that.
The bubble.
They won that bubble championship.
Yeah.
So man, what do y'all think about this new generation of guys? Talking about, I need more help.
It's a circus.
Well, but that's not. It's not fair to crucify them guys too much, because even back in the day, teams and players, they used to stress their points to management. You know, we need to get this. Even Mike wanted to get Ronaldo Blackman. You know, Mike didn't want Bill Cartwright. You know, so some of the players, when they feel like they don't have what's in place, they are pitching to management. You know, you need to bring this in for us. So I ain't gonna crucify them too bad. But if I'm LeBron now, right?
Yeah.
And Anthony Davis says we need more help. Can that be viewed as a knock on LeBron? LeBron, you the man.
LeBron, as long as LeBron don't care, as long as he get another scapegoat, because it's never going to be his fault.
Okay. But that do make LeBron look like, you know what I'm saying? What you mean you need more help when you playing with the greatest guy of all time and you consider one of the best centers in the league, you know?
Yeah, that's not the narrative they're gonna run with. But
I know.
So look, now there's a difference between Mike and Kobe asking for help than it is LeBron and Anthony Davis, right? And so here's the difference. Mike and Kobe always played and gave 100% at both ends of the court. LeBron and Anthony Davis, man, sometimes you can question not only their durability, but you can question like them taking plays off and not really playing to that level, you know. So why you asking for help when people can always say, well, why don't you just do better? You know what I mean? So especially, well, both of them, you can say, why don't you just do better first before you ask for more help? But you can never say that about Mike or Kobe. You know, when if Mike wanted, whoever Mike wanted, Blackman or whoever.
Well, Kobe, I'll never forget this about Kobe. Kobe said, I want to be traded because he wanted help. Right. He was ready to quit on the Lakers.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so like I said, that's why I said I'm not going to crucify them guys too much for wanting help. But Kobe, let's not forget Kobe was ready to quit on the Lakers.
You said he quit on the Lakers?
No, he was ready to quit.
His attitude was like that.
Right.
Yeah.
He was done. He was done.
He was done.
Part of that was, now I do recall a game. I don't know if it was a playoff game or not, where Kobe, like, he didn't shoot the ball or anything, you know. What I mean? And just to show the team, like, you know, or show management what it would look like if I didn't agree with that, right? I didn't agree with that, but I just think that I don't think Anthony Davis and LeBron got no room. Talk about getting some help in here, like they showing up in there putting in that work. y'all need to step your game up a little bit. You asking for help, you know, and taking plays off. Taking plays on the court.
Where are they at in the standings right now?
I think they won like three in a row. I think they won 3 in a row.
They beat Golden State. They beat Golden State last night, wasn't
it? Yeah. I think they did either last night or the night before.
It was last night. It was a low-scoring game for this era.
Man, the Lakers actually got the number 5 spot in the West.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
25-18.
So they ahead of Golden State then.
Yeah.
Golden State probably like number 8 or number 9.
No, they're 11.
Yeah, 11? Golden State 11. Yep.
Okay.
They below 500.
Yeah.
Golden State is 11. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so look, and that's the thing. When it came to, they asked Steph Curry, like, all right, so what players what moves do you think the team can make? And Steph Curry was like, well, you know, don't panic. We don't want to make any moves that's gonna put out the organization in jeopardy, like as far as their future is concerned. You know, and so I thought that was good and really I think he was able to make that statement too, because really there's not anybody out there. Like Zion probably would be available. Who else would be the dude from Miami? What's the guy from Butler?
Jimmy Butler.
Miami. It would be available, but really not no pieces available, I think, that would get them over the hump. You know, and so I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Butler would fit in though with Golden State?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know, Mike. I don't.
You know, I think Steve Kerr would be able to manage his personality.
I think so too.
And I think, you know, I think they got enough leadership on that team. I think they will allow Jimmy to be Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
So too. I think, you know, just like the same situation with Mike and Scotty when they had to bring on Dennis Rodman. You know, not to that extent though, but I think they'll be able to manage him. You know, and so
you'll get a lot out of a player when you trust in what they are and you let them be that. You're gonna get a lot out of that guy. He's gonna really run through a wall for you. So,
and I think even if you don't commit to a long-term or short-term deal, but Jimmy is asking for the bank though. He asking for, you know, a max contract.
What do you guys think about Shaq trying to defend Jimmy Butler?
I thought Shaq was I thought he was kind of reaching, in my opinion. You know, I think
what did he say?
Well, Shaq defended Jimmy Butler's antics and his contract. I mean, his conduct at Miami.
Yeah.
You know, so when Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley was like, we understand that you want more money and you want the team to appreciate you more, but you still have to be professional in that process.
And the main argument was you have already been paid $50 million for this year. You need to honor that. And Shaq was defending him not wanting to honor that.
Yeah.
It made Shaq look real funny to me in my eyes. It's like, yeah, I understand you want a bigger contract, but you've already been paid 50. So what are you doing for this 50 you got?
And still complaining.
Yeah.
So still complaining.
That was the debate on the desk. That was the debate. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I noticed about like some ball players, like they you know, like loyalty, like when you come from a certain community, like you over you know, you place too much emphasis on loyalty and keeping it real and all that stuff. Like when it's mainly it's about being professional and doing what you have to do professionally in that moment, in that time and what's the best thing for your career. And so what part of what Shaq tried to say is that, you know, like the Miami Heat didn't appreciate him or wasn't being loyal to him. And so he was justified in acting the way that he act when that, you know, that wasn't the truth.
Listen,
Miami gave him $50 million, right?
There you go, boy. There you go. There you go.
So how I'm not loyal to you?
There you go.
I'm confused.
But that's the thing. Some people get caught up in their feelings, though. You know, like I've been loyal, and you know, I come here and I play hard. Well, you're supposed to.
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. What are you? It sounds like he's crying like a crybaby to me. Like
and they've rewarded you. They gave you this big contract.
Yeah.
You know, and I like Kenny Smith. He brought up the MJ situation. Mike's first contract was a handshake. And he was only getting 800 some thousand. He never once went back to renegotiate it. When that time expired, then he negotiated.
Yeah. These guys are different.
Not to compare him to Mike, but I'm just saying Kenny brought up a good point. It's like you honor that, man. You honor what you signed on for. So, and then what about your teammates?
Right.
Yeah. But all right, let me ask y'all this then. What about, like, all right, so Tom Brady was noted for giving you know, discounts, hometown discounts throughout his career and then Mike did some things too, as far as not asking for all that money. But then other players pushed back and said, well, we're not in a position where we can do that for teams. Like Mike and Tom Brady can do that, whereas though we can't do that for the team. So how do y'all feel about that argument?
I mean, that stuff's still happening today. Pat's doing it.
Patrick Mahomes doing it.
Yeah. But see, all right, but still that goes to my point. Like you have franchise ball players, superstar ball players who can afford to do that. But then sometimes ownership and management be like, well, why can't you know, a marginal or a middle of the road type ball player, why can't you give us a hometown discount? People like, no, we can't afford to do that like Mike and Pat and Tom Brady.
Yeah, I respect that. Like I don't have, either way, I don't, whatever Tom and Mike and Pat did, they're in a position to do it. At the same token, guys out there, your career could end tomorrow. You got to get some kind of insurance for yourself. So I don't knock them for not taking discounts. I don't knock them, no.
Oh yeah,
because especially in the NFL, because with the NFL, any moment they can cut you, you can get hurt, and it's not guaranteed. So they got to get what they can get.
Right.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny. Yeah, I do think that Shaq kind of looked disingenuous when he he was trying to stand up for Jimmy Butler. And as far as Jimmy, I like Jimmy Butler, and I like what's the guy, and I like I like Jimmy Butler, and I like Pat Riley. You know what I mean? I like the way Pat Riley run his organization. They always have Pat Riley organizations always have like a culture. Yeah. And it starts from him and it goes down to the coaches and the players and stuff. Everybody just adapt to that culture. And Jimmy Butler was a part of that, you know what I mean? Like he lived up to that culture for a good while. But now I think that relationship between Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley and the organization is frayed. It's over money. Yeah. But he still got to be professional. He think about, I was loyal,
They gave him a lot of money for that.
Yeah. Yes. I can't get over that, man. 50 million. That's crazy.
Well, but Jimmy Butler is any you got to take into effect that he going through some stuff with his baby mother. Like she want more. She wants to up that child support.
Listen.
So he got to get a raise.
But that ain't got nothing to do with the team and his relationship. They ain't got nothing to do with that. How you handle your personal affairs, that's on you.
Sometimes these guys need to learn, because I'm not going to say Jimmy doesn't have the right position, but you got to learn to do it behind closed doors sometimes.
Right.
Don't do it in media. And that's
right.
And in a world of social media, some of these kids, they want to go to the public, and it's like, no, handle your business behind closed doors. It's your best interest to not air some dirty laundry.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And I'll say this about Shaq. I'll say this quickly about Shaq. Sometimes Shaq says stuff just to stir the pot. That's
yes.
Yeah.
And he gets a paycheck to say stuff.
Yes. Absolutely. You need that yin and yang on TV. That's good television. You don't want everybody sitting up agreed. But they was coming for Shaq Head, Barkley and Kenny, and even Ernie. They was coming for Shaq Head.
That statement was too far out. Ain't no way he really could justify that statement.
No, man. No. 50 million. Come on now.
They had Shaq double talking and everything. Oh man, fellas, man, this was great, but I'm gonna make my departure.
I'm getting ready to cut it short. We've been over an hour. That's good content.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do what I did yesterday. Go get some snacks and get ready for this game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you guys enjoy that game, man. I hope what you guys want to see come to fruition. I hope it comes to fruition. Like I said, I don't have any emotional attachment to this stuff. So
that KC game, whoever's got the ball last.
Whoever's got the ball last. So on the low, I'm gonna be humbly rooting for you guys' positions today. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll be doing. And y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna drop the address, Jim, in the text. All right.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Yep. Y'all have a good one. Corey, it's good to see you, man.
Same here, brother.
I didn't think I was gonna see you no more after the Ravens took that L, bro.
I'm emotionally attached, Clayton. I'm not emotionally attached.
Hey, Corey, I was telling everybody, I was like, man, somebody call Corey. They heard from since the
I saw the text.
Somebody go over his house or something. You know what I mean? Let me know if it's a light on or anything.
Hey, I'm gonna say this before I leave. It's a team game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. No doubt. All right, man. I want to say thanks to everybody who tuned in. I want to make sure everybody just like and subscribe. And I don't know so next week, the week at when is the Super Bowl? February the 9th, I think.
Yeah.
It's a 2 week. It's 1 week off, so it's to be the following week, whenever that is.
All right. So I mean, if y'all want to have a show, you know what I mean, next Saturday, we can. I'm good with it.
Yeah, what's going on in the sports world? We gotta wait for some stuff to heat up a little bit, man.
Now we great get into this basket. I've been watching women's basketball. We spoke about LSU and South Carolina.
Yeah.
Then yesterday, I think the Unrivaled League they played some game. I think Angel Reese team went up against what's the name? Breonna Stewart team, and I think Angel Reese team beat that game.
You had to call that team. That ain't Angel Reese team. That's Chelsea Gray team.
Yeah.
Real talk. I'm being honest.
What about the girl Aaliyah Copper? Is she on that team too? The girl from Phoenix.
I think so.
Yeah. Copper looked good yesterday too.
Yeah, they got to win. And you know who shocked me? Lexi Hall shocked me. She dropped 19.
They took Angel Reese out, put Lexi Hall in, and Lexi Hall just did her thing.
She dropped 19.
I don't know who was that. It was either you or Jim or one of y'all said that like it's when it's 3-on-3 league, these girls. Some girls can get exposed.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like you can't hide on a 3-on-3.
You cannot.
And I think you can really get exposed if you know. And these young ladies who got that bag offensively, you know,
and also the quickness, the speed,
right,
the endurance, because it's nonstop running, you know, so it's a lot. I'm shocked that Chelsea Gray is playing so effective, but she's getting exposed on D2. It's just not being magnified. She can't stay in front of nobody with her knocking ass.
I mean, you got so many girls out there that so many good ball handlers and one-on-one ball players. This where they shine at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That girl Aaliyah Copper, and then you got the girl who killed from Dallas. What's Enrique or something like that?
Enrique, and Ryan, what's that girl Ryan Howard or whatever? She's going. But you know who leading the league in scoring, right?
Who is that?
Fee. Chicago, boy.
That's her lead. You know what I mean? That's her lead.
Yeah.
So
and Fee gonna be on a mission this year. She felt like she got robbed from that WNBA title. She gonna be on a mission. Yeah.
She's still gonna have to go through the girl Asia Wilson.
She ain't worried about that. She ain't worried about that. Fee time enough. Listen, the Aces, they going through rebuild. They losing players. Kelsey getting it's all kinds of stuff going. Now, if the Aces land Jewel Lloyd, watch out.
Yeah.
But I'm still like Fee. They robbed Fee.
Fee.
And you see McBride, Kayla McBride.
Yeah.
She killing it Unrivaled. That's another Minnesota Link teammate. I'm telling you, man, they gonna be back in it, you know. So, they robbed them. They robbed them, man. They robbed them.
College girls basketball, they get ready to get into the teeth of their it's gonna be some matchups coming with that, so we have some content with that.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to see who moves around on these WNBA teams, who goes where.
Yep.
You know,
it's coming out February.
Caitlin Clark is in the lab. Did y'all get before we go? Did y'all get that Time magazine with Caitlin Clark on the cover?
I never found one. Nope.
We had to order it. We got it. We had to order it.
Where'd you order it from?
I don't know where. Melissa ordered it for me. I don't know where she ordered it from, but I was like, okay. I'm gonna ask her where she ordered it from, though.
I wanted the Time magazine.
She was on the cover. Wow. She was the Time Athlete of the Year. So they put on the cover.
Yeah. We had to. Yeah, she ordered that for me though.
Yeah. But, so man, it's all good. Y'all enjoy, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, everybody make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. Tune in next Saturday. Next Saturday at 1 o'clock. We'll be back on here chopping it up about something sports related.
Yeah. And I saw the Panama Queen checked in. So hello, if you still out there. She didn't add no conversation. She didn't add anything to the convo.
Yeah.
But it's all good because she know her football. She knows sports, period.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and a comment, and we'll check y'all out next Saturday. Peace.